Hey Wes, it's John. Wanted to shoot you another quick video. It's about 2:15 on Sunday. I'm here at the house on Noble, and I'm just looking at it a little bit closer than I've ever been able to. First time I was here, it was full of people's property. The second time, it was just to make sure things were clean and ready for them to move out. But today I've taken a little bit extra time, and I'm looking the house over, and I'm just kind of starting to notice some things. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting. This light does not come on. I don't know if it's not wired. I don't know. All the bulbs are good. I don't know what the issue is with this, but right beside it, we've got a really good size crack. I don't know if it's their fault. I don't know if it's something that's happened since they did the flip. But there's a few cracks in the ceiling. We've got another one right here that kind of runs this way along the ceiling. I don't think these are huge issues. I just want to try and make everything available to you. We've got a couple of cracked windows. We've also got some wasp nests in there. I'm not 100% sure even how to get to those. The light bowl or globe here is missing. Probably was never put on. We've got this is essentially the return air going down into that large unit that's in the backyard. It's really probably the only way they could have done that. The plumbing back here is a little rough. Tile in here for the most part is not bad. It's a really thick tile and it's set really, really high. But it's something that could be overlooked. We've got a piece of trim here that should have come out 3 inches. Looks like it was broken off and they stuck it back on. We've got another big seam right here where texture just stops. We've got this room in here. I just noticed this today. I got here about 1:15 and just kind of started looking at things, getting things ready for today's open house. And I noticed a fork that was shoved up in there at some point in time, probably prior to your ownership. And rather than pull it out, whoever painted it just sprayed right over it. No idea why they wouldn't take that out. The doorbell does not work. I tried the doorbell. The attic fan, however, does, but the doorbell doesn't. That's basically in the old part of the house. We go into the kitchen area. The kitchen's not bad. It could have been done a little better, but it's okay. This is, I think, where the additions started in the house. And you've got outlets like this, for example, that texture and paint was just sprayed over and not replaced. We've had a door jamb or a wall or something here at some point in time. You can see that they didn't do a great job of patching that. This is what's considered the master bathroom. And you can see there's not a lot of texture done in here, some touch-up paint, things like that. And then right here, if you look, you should be able to see it. At one point in time, there was a large light fixture here, and they replaced it with a 3 light. Let me get out of the way. And it's not even lined up in the center of the wall. So if I'm standing right in front of it, this is where the light fixture is. In here, we've got outlets with no grounds. Those really need to be replaced. The tile job in here in the master shower is not the greatest, but there's not a whole lot you could do to fix that, aside from spending a lot of money. This is the other wall in there, in this master. Just the patch job's not great. At one point in time it had a door, and they just took the door off and left it. I've never known there to be a door here, so chances are there was never a door here. The master bedroom itself is not bad. It's a good sized room. We've got just kind of a hodgepodge of outlets. Got a phone plug here with no cover. We've got an outlet here that's out of date, out of code. This one's not up to code. And then we've got this one here that's like a 30 amp outlet there. Master closet is big, but it really needs a little work to make it a little more usable. We've got decent fixtures throughout the house, and in here we've just got an old school Edison pull chain light. Basically, the reason I'm telling you all this, Wes, is I really think that we need to be somewhere in the 70s with this property. Even with the work that we've put in it with new blinds and things like that, there's a lot that we'll need to overcome. The garage is not bad. The garage door here, though, is bad. I don't know the easiest way to fix this, but essentially what happens is when you open the garage door, it rides on these rails here, which is just a cheap aluminum rail, but it wiggles. You can't see that it's moving much, but this side moves and this side moves. So once you get some weight on it, as it comes up, these sides just push out and it falls down. Everything else is okay. For the most part in here, as far as I know, I wouldn't know for sure until we did a home inspection to make sure everything works. But I really feel like we need to be mid to high 70s on this property. I apologize for not looking this over closer, but I think in the mid to high 70s, if that is a price point where you can still make money, I would say let's do it quickly. The longer the house sits on the market, the more money we're losing anyway. I know you know that. So I would say, if it's okay with you, I would like to drop it down into the 70s, list it as a fixer-upper, and sell it as is, that we will make no repairs at that price. That would put us potentially $5,000 to $10,000 cheaper than anything else in the area. And that would ensure that we move it quickly. We could potentially be under contract in a week, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. I don't want to keep it on the market any longer than we have to, just because I know you don't want to keep it on the market any longer than we have to. So think it over. I'll send you this video this evening, and let me know your thoughts once you've watched it.